Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and of course, thanks for subscribing. We truly appreciate it. Once again, another PSA, it is June, so if you have not used our referral code, definitely use that referral code if you're thinking about getting a Model S or X specifically, but also if you're getting a Model 3 or Y, use it for your friends, use it for your family, help them out, help them get some free Tesla credits that they can use to buy swag, to buy features, and also buy supercharging miles. Okay, we truly appreciate that. All right, back into it. We've got the latest main branch update, non-FSD beta 2023 24.1. And while this only says minor bug fixes, there are some unique changes to this particular release that are undocumented that are pretty cool. And obviously the first one that you may have heard about online is the ability to actually preview all of the different autopilot cameras. So basically, just to give you some insight, right now, as of this update and before, the only cameras you had access to were the rear-facing cameras, something like this, where you get to see the rear camera and then the two side repeater cameras on the car. That's all you were able to see up until now. And what used to happen is that the only way that you could manipulate or modify or even see the other cameras was going through the service menu for the service technicians to be able to calibrate and do the things that they needed to do. So now they're bringing that to the forefront, bringing that to customers to be able to see. And you simply go to menu and you go to service. And in service, you see a couple of different new features here. First and foremost is the update to the tire pressure visualization here. So you have the main tire pressure here, and this is specific to the Model S and X, the new variants of it, Palladium versions of it. And now you see the recommended tire pressure, whether it's cold or warm weather. And then you also see the tire service mileage in terms of how long it's been since your last service. And then you can reset it every time you change your tires and get new ones to be able to monitor that more discreetly. Again, just bringing more features in the hands of customers so they can do their own maintenance and be more on top of the maintenance so things don't creep up on them. They don't get flat tires because of tire wear, and they don't get flat tires because they're not aware of what their tire pressure is. So all good things. But more importantly, when we come in here, we now have a button called Camera Preview. Okay. All right. So once you get that little disclaimer to show you that the video feed is not being transmitted, it's just being shown and streamed on demand. You have the ability to see the main camera, the main sort of autopilot camera that you see here up on the enclosure on the window. You also get the wide camera, which is actually kind of cool. But I actually am surprised by this camera. I actually thought this camera would be more flush to the casing of the housing to see more out and less of the actual housing itself. It seems like the wide camera is only showing the housing, but it could actually benefit from being closer to this glass enclosure to see more further out left and right from there. So I'm actually surprised by this particular view. And then we also get the narrow field view that you get to see in the autopilot camera. And then more importantly, you get the left door pillar. These are the cameras that see left and right that are on the B pillars of the car and show you what's happening left and right, being able to see down intersections, all that good stuff. This is the important camera. This is the camera that are talked about the most in terms of its field of view and being so far back, meaning the car has to go further out into the road in order for you to get a good visualization of what's coming down the road, especially if the vantage point is kind of steep. And we have the left one, and we also have the right one as well. Excuse me, right door pillar here. And you get to see, again, more left and right. Again, these probably should be further up on the car, just giving it an advantage of not having to stick out so far to be able to see left and right. That's the argument there. So this is really cool to be able to see exactly what these cameras see, exactly where the cutoff angle is for them to be able to see that. Now, this is a pretty good wide field of view because there's a car parked next to us. And as you can see, we can get the entire car in view, even though the pillar is probably aligned with that car's pillar. So that's pretty cool. And then the rest are the fender cameras that we typically see, left fender, right fender as well. Being able to see those, we get to see those in a normal view, and obviously the rear view camera as well if it shows up. Ours is not showing up right now, but that's effectively what you get. In addition to that, there's also some small updates that you'll notice to the media player here, where we're actually starting to see a larger bar for the media, a larger sort of timeline bar, scrubbing bar here, so it's easier to scrub through the timeline, scrub through where you want it to be easier to see here. So it's thicker here. It's also thicker when you minimize it as well. You'll be able to see it down there as well. Okay, so don't mind our musical selection. We're not going to play this. This is what the kids like to listen to as they play a lot of games and things like that. So that's what it is. So this is the latest update. If you have any questions about this update, if you got this update, let me know. But this is really, really awesome that they're able to show you the cameras, be able to show you all the different views so you can actually see what the car sees. Now we just need the ability to be able to show those cameras while we're driving and add those to the cameras that we can see while we're actually driving. That'll make it complete. Okay? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And until the next time, enjoy your day, enjoy your Tesla.